In Your Voice, Your Vote, we are just weeks away from the June 2nd primary. Californians will head to the polls to help decide who could become some of our new local, state, and federal leaders. The last day to register to vote, make sure you take a picture of this, for the June 2nd primary election is May 18th. Ballots will be mailed starting May 4th, and drop-off locations will start opening on May 5th, with in-person vote centers opening starting May 23rd. Now, more than 60 names, yes, 60 names, will appear on the ballot for governor. We are meeting more of the frontrunners tonight. I sat down with the Republican candidates at this past weekend's Republican convention, as we did with the Democrats at the Democratic convention. To keep things fair, we drew names at random for the order of these interviews. Tonight, meet Steve Hilton. For people that are meeting you for the first time, why are you deciding to run to be California's next governor?
So I love this state so much. I moved here from England in 2012 with my wife and my two sons, taught at Stanford University, started a business, had a new career in the media. I've lived the California dream. It's an amazing place. There's nowhere better than California, but you can see how badly things have got off track. It's so expensive to live here. It's such a hassle to run a business. And when I think about my business experience, the fact that before moving here, I worked in the government in the UK, senior advisor to the Prime Minister, working to make change happen in government. I've got the business experience, the government reform experience, and the policy expertise to really make a change. And so that's why I decided to throw my hat in the ring.
Now, if you are to be elected, what would be your top 3 priorities your first year in office?
Well, I can give you one word that captures all of it, which is Califordable.
I knew you were going to say that.
I know, we have to make our state Califordable, but underneath that, there's one very quick change we can make, which is on vehicle registration. I know it sounds like a narrow thing, but it drives people crazy. In other states, it costs under $100 in most other states to register your vehicle. People are paying in California $400, $500, $600, $700, many people over $1,000. I've even had some people say it's over $2,000. We can change all that by getting rid of all the hidden taxes and fees and have a basic flat rate registration of $71. So that's a very simple thing. But above that, I'm going to send a budget to the legislature with my main priorities. $3 gas, cut your electric bill in half, your first $100,000 tax-free, a home you can afford to buy.
Now, California has spent billions of dollars trying to address the homelessness issue, yet it is still a major problem. What would you do differently if you were to be elected?
So we have to realize that this is an avoidable problem. It's out. You don't see this in other states. You don't see it in other countries. And so we've got to get to grips with it, and it's actually very simple. I've got a 3-point plan. Number 1, enforce the law. It's illegal to camp on the streets. All these homeless encampments we see, they're all against the law. So we should enforce the law and remove the homeless encampments. And as governor, if local politicians won't do it, I will use state law enforcement resources to remove the homeless encampments. Number 2, we have to get people into addiction treatment. 80% plus of people who are homeless have either drug or alcohol addiction or severe mental health problems. So we have to get them treatment. And so they can get their lives back on track. And the third part is mental health. We don't have enough mental health provision in California. As governor, I would increase it so we can get people the help that they need.
And last question here. Do you think California has gone too far, not far enough, or struck the right balance when it comes to criminal justice reform?
I think it's gone way too far in the wrong direction. And so now you've seen, for example, with Gavin Newsom's prison closure program, tens of thousands of dangerous, violent criminals released into the community or transferred to county jails, which means that they are overcrowded. Have a system where you're not held accountable if you break the law. And so that's just one example, the prison closure program. As governor, I would reverse that, increase prison capacity so that we can make sure that those who commit crimes, serious crimes, are behind bars, which also gives us an opportunity to do proper rehabilitation so we reduce reoffending and keep our communities safe.
And if you want to hear from all of the 9 candidates running for governor, you can stream their interviews on the ABC 10 app. Just look for California governor's race.